This lost soul, consumed by his struggles, faced the judge, who offered nothing but a harsh reminder of his choices.
Sir, how old are you?
65.
All right. No good can come of this using, no good is living on the street. I understand that people are homeless, but there are plenty of places that you can live at. And when you're homeless, it's sad to say, but you can't be choosy, right? Some people say, I don't want to stay at the Haven for Hope, or I don't want to stay here, but that's all that's available, right? And if you have a problem, which it appears you have, you don't want to be that person that I end up, or somebody says, hey, Judge Boyd, did you see this in the news? And it's you in the news, and somebody's identified your body. There are so many free places they have in San Antonio now where you can go live and have your issues addressed. But you've got to reach out to want that. If you don't, nobody can help. Okay? All right, the court was sentenced to 156 days in the Bear County Jail. Court is calling 2024 CR 011812, State versus Walter James Johnson. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state? Defense.
Hector Groves Jr. for the defense.
And are you Mr. Johnson?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
We have him.
Mr. Johnson, did you review the document entitled True Bill of Indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Sure.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do well.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Johnson, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, sir.
You understand you're charged with the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram. That's a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses? The state would call them the right to remain silent.
Sure.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, sir.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, sir.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I feel that he does.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I feel that he is.
Mr. Johnson, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
Oh, Your Honor.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
Oh, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed to 156 days in the Bear County Jail under 1244. There's a $2,000 fine and no applications. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense, is that the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
There's no such motion.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
State any evidence.
It offers State Exhibit number 1 and attachments.
All right,
No.
State, you may be excused. Any objection?
No objections to the defense.
Did you review the document entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call on the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing state's exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
We are.
All right, anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Nothing.
All right, the court will follow your agreement. The court will sentence you to 156 days in the Bear County Jail under 1244. There's a $2,000 fine, and time and money are to run concurrent. Is this a judgment satisfied?
It is, Your Honor.
All right, and the court will find that the judgment is satisfied. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you sign it? Because this is a plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. Sir, how old are you?
65.
All right, no good can come of this using, no good is living on the street. I understand that people are homeless, but there are plenty of places that you can live at. And when you're homeless, you know, it's sad to say, but you can't be choosy, right? Some people say, I don't want to stay at the Haven for Hope, or I don't want to stay here, but that's all that's available, right? And if you have a problem, which it appears you have, you don't want to be that person that I end up, or somebody says, hey, Judge Floyd, did you see this in the news? And it's you in the news, and somebody's identified your body. There are so many free places they have in San Antonio now where you can go live and have your issues addressed. But you got to reach out to want that. If you don't, nobody can help. Okay? All right, good luck to you. You're welcome. Have a good day.
Maybe excuse you.
Yes.
This thoughtless offender spread discord, leaving a trail of suffering. So, the judge, unyielding, brought the weight of justice crashing down without mercy.
At the time, Judge, been a balance from homelessness. He's informed me that he has been allowed to come back into his home.
Okay, why were you not living with your parents before?
They didn't want me at home
Why not?
because of my attitude,
What was the issue with your attitude?
anger, disrupting the environment at home.
Why were you doing that?
I felt stuck. I was trapped. Couldn't do nothing, get out.
What were you trying to get out of?
I was trying to find work, trying to get up on my feet, and I just couldn't.
Why couldn't you get employment?
People just weren't hiring at the time.
Where did you look for employment?
All over.
No, where is that? And then the complainant in this case, what I read is that she told you she was pregnant, and then both of you were drinking downtown. This is what it says in the stipulations. Victim stated that she was in a dating relationship that was on and off with the suspect, and they were trying to work things out because victim is pregnant and she made you aware of the pregnancy. It says that victim is homeless, but wanted you to have a place to stay. And she tried to drop you off, but you didn't want to be dropped off. What's that about?
No, it wasn't that I didn't want to stay. We were there at the vicinity.
Then I don't understand, how did this go from you being homeless, she's trying to get you a place to stay, and then you're hitting her?
She didn't want to get it for me because of someone else that was with me.
Was it a girl? Okay. The court is going to sentence you to 1 year for adjudication.